about a bomb to Curry?
Yep. Here it is.
Oh! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my! Unbelievable! Oh my! Oh! Wow! What a pass by Marshall!
Man!
He's auditioning for Jalen Hurts' job.
And Curry! Oh! That may be the play of my broadcasting career, seeing that.
The following sports presentation is brought to you by the PCTV Network, powered by TELUS Vision, your hometown station. We're home for you.
It's Earth's Little Heaven, the PCTV Network. PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you. That's our slogan. But I dare adjust, and it's the truth, and it fits best. The PCTV Network, your number one source for local sports, with your favorite hosts, Bernie, Dave, Al, and Scott. The PCTV Network, we're home for you. It's more than a slogan, it's all true. Local programming, stream 24/7. The PCTV Network, it's Earth's Little Heaven. The PCTV Network. Check out channels 22, 28, and 98. Tune in, it's sure to be great. The PCTVNetwork.com, The PCTVNetwork.com, The PCTVNetwork.com, Make sure you support PCTV Network, PCTVNetwork.com, your hometown station.
The PCTV Network proudly presents PIAA High School Baseball. Today it's the Daniel Boone Blazers against the Boyertown Bears. We're at beautiful Boyertown Bear Stadium here. Steve Karabatis alongside Mark Goldstein, and we are here to bring you all the action between these two opponents. That they're not very far away from each other, but they're actually in different leagues. Let's start first of all by talking about Daniel Boone, if we could, Mark. They are a District 3 team, and for District 3 teams, games out of league count towards district rankings. How important is that for a 3-6 team like Boone to be able to get a win here?
Well, this actually makes it very important because it means something to their record. So, a loss today it definitely hurts them. And I don't know if that's a fair situation, but this game is going to have more meaning to them.
Well, Boyertown comes in here 1-5. You heard that correct. You don't often hear Boyertown is 1-5. They've lost several games in a row here. The last 2 days, 2 games, a third game today. This was because of a rain-out Monday, forced a game to be played yesterday. And after losing a heartbreaker in a game that doesn't matter, does it really not matter, or should they be trying to win this one?
At this stage, it does matter because they have to start getting some rhythm. So it may not mean anything in the standings, but to get some momentum going, they need to win this game.
Well, we have a real nice day. It was raining earlier today, but the rain has cleared away. The clouds are still here, so we're not going to have much sun glare, but it should be a beautiful day for baseball. Hang with us here on the PCTV Network. We'll be back after this message.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day. With homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Hi, Jeff Bush here, host of Financially Speaking here on PCTV for the past 11 years. I have some exciting news. We are now Wellspring Financial, home of the Wellspring formula. We are here to serve all your financial needs.
Steve Karabatis alongside Mark Goldstein here at Bears Stadium in Boyertown, where we see Christian Tonini warming up prior to the first inning against this game where they will be playing the Daniel Boone Blazers. He's tossing to catcher Brett Boyer, getting his warm-up tosses in. It's a cloudy, kind of a mid-60s kind of day, Mark. So
With a little bit of wind coming from the southwest.
yeah, so I don't know that we're going to have too much heat issues in terms of like, the ball flying further because of the heat or anything, and the wind is kind of crossing the field from left to right. So weather should not be a factor here.
No, and I don't think we're going to see any major sun here, so it's the overcast is going to stay.
You mentioned while we were at break about the possibility of maybe the lights coming on later on, so we'll see if that happens. But for now, we have our leadoff batter. This is Grayson Bell, the first baseman, number 9 for Daniel Boone.
The Blazers, the first baseman, number 9, Grayson Bell.
Bell's a freshman, batting .333, 8 for 24 on the season, with 4 runs scored and 2 RBI. And our first pitch is outside for a ball. We're underway.
So freshman leadoff hitter.
66 degrees. First pitch at 4:03 p.m. Outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, you're right, Mark. A freshman leadoff hitter here in a game that we mentioned earlier means quite a bit for Boone. And swinging and hits it to left field where Nick Ellis gets under it, and we have one away.
He was a little late on that.
Yeah, Tonini looked like he was pitching him outside all 3 pitches there.
The shortstop, number 13, Chase Yenser.
Bell gives a little information to Chase Yenser as he comes to plate. He's the shortstop, number 13. Yenser, a junior, batting .310 this year, 9 for 29. Low and away, ball 1. Yenser has leads the team with 6 RBI and also leads the team with 8 runs scored. Swinging at the second pitch, and that's fouled straight back behind us. Got to keep an eye out for our cameraman here if it comes straight up the chute. Tonini looks in for the sign. Pitching for the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. I've noticed a lot of pitchers recently, Mark, even with nobody on base, will pitch from the stretch.
Yeah, when I went to high school back in the Connie Mack days, that was not a thing. And you see that more and more in baseball. I'm not really sure what that does. I thought that takes a little bit of power away, but yeah, he is going from the stretch.
And swinging at a pitch in the dirt. And Boyer tosses down to Sofa to get the second out, so that goes strikeout 2-3, 2 away. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Ryan Kriebel, number 22.
I wonder if that keeps him from doing a lot of herky-jerky and maybe more control.
Yeah, it could be just mechanics. There's a lot less to go wrong if you're just pitching from the stretch. Fouled straight at us. Strike 1 on Kriebel. He's batting .308 with 8 hits and 26 at-bats. 5 driven in, 4 scored. So top 3 guys in the lineup all batting .300. The 0-1. Outside, ball 2. Ball 1. 1-1. Boone has played 9 games already this season. Fouled back again, 1-2. And I remember days when I coached softball, we couldn't get a game in March.
Yeah.
These guys are getting a whole bunch of games in.
And with all the rain, the field looks like it's really in good condition right now.
It really does. They made the call at 1 o'clock to go ahead and play it here, and it looks like it's the right call. I don't see any standing water anywhere. Sometimes the outfield could be an issue, but I don't think that's an issue today. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. So we'll do it again. As home plate umpire Mike Quinn tosses the ball back to Tonini. Quinn, a 25-year veteran of this gig, Mark. Doesn't look a day over 25. It's a fly ball to left field. Nick Ellis camping under it. And that'll be the final out. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We've played a half an inning. It's 0-0.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
Steve Karabatis, Mark Goldstein here at Bear Stadium, where it's 0-0 going into the bottom of the first. Blake Geitels is finishing his warm-up tosses for Daniel Boone.
And noticed in the first inning, the two lefties that were at bat, the pitcher was definitely keeping the ball on the outside and having them chase. So I'll be curious to see how they keep that, how the pitcher does for Boyertown, how he continues to do that.
Yeah, Tonini, definitely that curveball that he had was breaking notoriously. So we have Nick Ellis leading off for Boyertown. He's the left fielder. He made 2 catches in the first inning. He's a senior. And he steps in here against Geitels, whose first pitch is a ball. Boyertown, as you know, if you've listened in on any of our broadcasts in the past, number one, bunts a lot, as we see Ellis squaring around the bunt, and I think the umpire Quinn said that he went for it, so that's the strike there. So they bunt a lot, but they also do not reveal their statistics. Oh, and that hit him. So Ellis will take first base on a hit batsman, and that's how the bottom of the first starts.
Probably right on the forearm there.
Yeah, it did. It did. And it looked like he fought it off without an issue. So that brings up Brett Boyer, the catcher, number 22. Boyer is also a senior. As I was saying, we're not going to have statistics for you. Boyertown keeps those very close to the vest because they believe in team activity, not individual accolades. Ball one.
The Daniel Boone pitcher, he's in the windup. When obviously not someone on base, but he started out pitching the windup, so 2 different pitching styles.
The 1-0. And called down by umpire Quinn. 2-0. Geitels looks over. And here's his pitch. 2-1. Boyertown known to steal, obviously known to bunt. And with that in mind, Geitels throws over. And if you look over at third base, the third baseman Maddox Roy in very close.
Pitcher was reading your mind on that potential, that pickoff that he just
Tossed
did again.
Yep. And unlike Major League Baseball, at this level, you can throw over as many times as you like. There's no penalty. And there he goes. Swinging on that pitch. That one is popped into center, where it's caught by Ryan Kriebel and scurrying back to first base. Brett Boyer.
Something you don't see a lot in the pros.
Number 13, Gavin Trainer.
So that'll bring up Gavin Trainer, the center fielder. Number 13. Trainer's a junior. And going again. Trainer also swinging. He finds the hole through shortstop for a base hit. However, into left field, it means Ellis is going to have to stay at second. So Trainer has the first hit of the ball game, and Boyertown has something cooking here in the bottom of the first with runners at first and second and 1 out. And their shortstop, Jordan Wizemirski, coming up.
Great team baseball there by Boyertown. Again, trying to steal, shortstop's covering, base hit right right where he would have been.
And I said Jordan, it is Jaden Wismerski. I've made that correction. So runners at first and second for Jaden, the cleanup hitter. And he squares around to bunt. Tossing all the way down, and that's going to be a steal of third. So that, was a set play by Boyertown, and because these teams are not league teams, they don't know each other nearly as well. And so Logan Herzog, the catcher, caught off guard on that. So now with runners at first and third, they got to decide what to do in the inevitable steal of second by Gavin Traynor here, or he's likely going to try. So Ellis at third with less than 2 outs. Jeetle's in the stretch, and there goes, and a pump fake.
No throw down.
So a stolen base for Traynor as well. Everybody knew that was coming.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, Steve knew that. Yeah, everybody knew that, sorry. And here's the pitch. And that's grounded to short, breaking immediately for home and scoring on the play.
Nice play.
Is Ellis. They do get the out at first base, but an RBI for Wismerski, and it's 1-0 Boyertown.
But the third baseman made a nice play. You knew you weren't going to get the guy at home. Just make the play at first and get that out.
And also hold Traynor at second, which is what he did.
Number 18, Luke Hagan.
But still, Luke Hagan coming up as the DH with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Boyertown up 1-0, and Hagan looking to add another one. Hagan first pitch swinging, hits it where the second baseman Zach Hasara is called off by Gabe Geisler, and that's the final out of the inning. So in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors and 1 left. We're through 1 inning. It's 1-0 Boyertown.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
1-0 Boyertown as we go to the top of the second, and stepping in is Maddox Roy, the third baseman for Daniel Boone.
Third baseman, number 23, Maddox Roy.
Number 23, Roy, is a junior. He's got 4 hits on the season, 2 of them doubles. Tied for the team lead in doubles with 2. Also has driven in a couple and scored a couple. Fouls it down the right side, and it's going to be out of the reach of Tillman Henley. 0-1.
And he was hitting. It's nice to see that he was not trying to pull that ball. It was outside, and he was going with it.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Tonini going outside with the left-handed hitter, starts outside with the right-handed hitter, Roy, here. See if he keeps that up. It sort of does. Pops it to second, where Wes Bieber camps under it, and 1 away. So that'll bring up the DH Owen Howells, batting for the pitcher Blake Jeetles.
Number 12, Owen Howells.
Owen is a junior. 2 for 8 on the young season. Grounds it to the shortstop Wismerski, who tosses to Sofa for the second out. 1 pitch, 1 out, or 1 pitch, 3 pitches, 2 outs. Let's put it that way.
That was a nice stroke. He hit it right up the middle. Just the shortstop was there, but
Left fielder, number 11.
he had a nice approach to that pitch.
And that'll bring up Ryan Pence, the left fielder, number 11. Pence is batting .250 this year as he takes ball 1. 5 for 20. Tied for the team lead in triples with 1. And that's going to fall. Cut off nicely by Henley to hold him to a single. And the first hit of the ball game for the Blazers goes to Ryan Pence. He's on first with 2 outs, awaiting the catcher Logan Herzog. the number 7 hitter.
He leveled that up, and again, he went with the pitch. So it's really neat, really nice to see that he didn't try to pull that ball. He hit it where the pitcher threw it.
Capture number 4, Logan Herzog.
Good approach.
So Herzog has 3 hits on the year, a couple batted in and a run scored. Outside. Tonini looking over at Pence, throwing back. And a little kind tag by Sofa. Pence holds outside, 2-0. Tonini, just a quick toss over. Nothing more than to remind him, I see you there. And this one is skied to short, where Jaden Wizimerski camps under it. And that's our final out. So on the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've played 1.5. It's 1-0 Boyertown.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Bottom of the second here at Boyertown. Ryan Sofa will be leading off, the first baseman for Boyertown.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Bears, first baseman number 16, Ryan Sofa.
Bears lead 1-0 on an RBI by Wizimerski, scoring Nick Ellis in the first inning. And Blake Geitels throws, called strike. Sofa's a senior. And Geitels pitch, down low, 1-1. We were commenting, Mark, you and me, before the game. 1 sophomore on Boyertown's roster, no freshmen. It's all juniors and seniors. And a pitch, 2-1.
And Danny Boone, I think, has, 3 freshmen?
Yeah, they do. And a leadoff batter was a freshman.
Yeah.
So definitely a younger team, Boone. The 2-1 pitch, 3-1.
Shows the school size, too, that it's going to be tougher at Boyertown as a freshman to break the roster.
Sure. Fouled away, full count. Or I should say 3-2 count. I was told by an umpire once there's no such thing as a full count. It's 3-2. Okay. I don't know. PTSD much? Anyway, the 3-2 pitch to Ryan Sofa. And foul down the right side. That should get out of play. Gabe Geisler gave it a good chase, but just over the outfield
He's
fence.
been late on those last 2 pitches. So I'm wondering here if he tried to come inside on him.
Probably what he should not do is slow it down.
Correct.
But let's see what happens. And
Came
that time,
inside.
ahead of it. Sofa will reset himself again as they get the ball in play. And again, the 3-2 pitch. Inside, almost hit him, but it's a walk.
Threw him a curveball.
He
Or a
did.
slider. Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah, so he did slow it down, but he brought it inside, as you said. And for the second inning in a row, Boyertown has their leadoff hitter on. So that'll bring up Tillman Henley, the right fielder, number 11. Henley is a junior. And if the name is familiar to you fans on the PCTV network, it's because Henley is the starting quarterback for Boyertown. Now, Mark, I want to talk a little bit about the idea that Henley plays a different sport. We'll discuss it throughout the inning here. Strike called. I see a lot of injuries with players, and I have to wonder, with the advent of basically guys playing the same sport 12 months a year, are we seeing repetitive motion injuries that maybe a fellow like Henley will be less susceptible to because he plays different sports and uses different muscles?
100%. A lot of your college coaches, your top coaches will tell you they want players who can play multiple sports. And you know, it used to be that you were a 3-sport athlete: basketball, baseball, football. Now everyone just plays one sport all year round. So I think it affects the players.
Sofa going, protecting, hitting behind him is Henley. Foul down the right side. And it's 1-2. We'll reset everything and start again.
Yeah, your multiple sport athletes usually have better eye-hand coordination.
And the pitch. Right back to the pitcher. Throws to short behind him. Comes up with it. So on a fielder's choice, Ryan Sofa is erased. Great play by Chase Yenser to come up with that ball. It was a low throw.
Second baseman, number 21, Wes Bieber.
So Henley and Sofa swap spots as Wes Bieber comes up, the second baseman.
He fielded it very cleanly. Just a low throw, but
So to the point we were saying about multiple sports as Bieber takes a strike, Wes Bieber is going to Millersville next year, a senior obviously this year, where he's going to play ice hockey.
very popular sport.
It's a club sport at Millersville as the runner takes off and hitting behind him and dropping it into right field. Oh, and it just gets by Gabe Geisler. So Geisler almost coming up with a great catch. Instead, it's a single for Beaver, and Boyertown has runners at first and second. And you got to think Henley breaking on that play was going to have a tough time getting back to first.
Absolutely. And I think the spin, again, hitting the opposite field, I think the spin might have caught him off guard, and he hesitated a little bit. But it was definitely a difficult play.
So it'll bring up Evan Holt, the third baseman. Holt, a junior. And with Henley taking a big lead off a second, Geitels steps off. Boyertown's got a little party going on the bench there. Squaring around to bunt. No throw. Stolen base for Tillman Henley. And with Wes Beaver still at first, what do you think is going to happen on this play, Mark?
I think there's a chance there's going to be an attempt at a steal. If it's anything like a couple innings ago, they like to run and put pressure on the pitcher and the catcher.
This is why they pay us the big bucks, folks.
To state the obvious.
He does not run, and it's high, 1-1.
Something tells me with one out, maybe a suicide squeeze.
Like that bunt with the number 9 hitter, huh? Curveball outside, 2-1.
Well, he's probably going to throw a fastball here, so this could be the time to put down that sign.
Well, that 2-1 count is the perfect count for hit and run, for bunt, and for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Nick Ellis on deck. top of the lineup. And Geitels with the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Now, leadoff hitter. Bases loaded. Are we going to see the squeeze?
I'm going to say no. No, I think you'll let him go ahead and swing away.
Absolutely. I just like the squeeze play.
Just like to say squeeze. It's such a cool word. So discussion on the mound for Boone about what they're going to do. Certainly would like to get that double play ball, pitcher's best friend, get out of the inning. But with the leadoff hitter Ellis up, he would have to hit one pretty hard right at someone to get doubled up.
The left fielder, number 15, Nick Ellis.
Still think you play your infield as a double play, and even if you don't get to play that double play, you give up one run, you're still getting that second out is important.
Yeah, it looks like the corners are going to come home. The middles are going to try and turn 2. Strike 1. Ellis hit by a pitch his first time up on the 3rd pitch of the game. Stole a base, came around to score their game's only run so far, and down in the count 0-2. Geitels way ahead in the count. The 0-2 pitch. Outside. Went with a curveball.
That's a good pitch. 0-2, you don't want him hitting it. It's a good waste pitch.
The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Went with straight heat, high heat that time.
I don't know if these two have a rival or not, because that's the second time he came in on him. First time he got hit.
And steps off. We'll go through the signs again. So, biggest pitch of the game thus far. Three-two count.
Hey, open your eyes next time. Good Lord.
You want to wrap it?
So now bases loaded, 1 out. 3-2 pitch coming. Late on the swing. That ball's going to fall harmlessly. Probably want to let it drop anyway.
Yep.
And score a run if he would have caught that.
Yeah, with his momentum, if he would have caught it, there's no way that everyone's moving up on that one.
Yeah, I mean, if he has to go down to catch that with a slide or whatever, who knows? Maybe a second run scores on that too.
Yeah. And that was close to the fence, so that would have been, that would have been absolutely tough catch.
So Geitels with the 3-2 pitch. Outside, and that's going to walk in a run. So that is a run batted in for Ellis. Second run of the game for Boyertown as Henley comes around to score. That moves Bieber over to third. Holt is second. Puts Ellis at first and brings up Brett Boyer, who flied to center his first time up. Up high. A nice play by Herzog to keep that from getting to the backstop.
And he turned around to bunt there, but I think that was just to see a pitch.
Yeah, I don't think he had any intention of bunting.
No intention.
I don't know. When you see a pitcher throw a pitch like that, do you square around to bunt again and see if maybe you threw his timing off? There's a strike.
I think he just wanted to see that first pitch and get the players moving. kind of deke them.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, and Boyer looked to offer at it, but held up. 2-1. Boyer, as we mentioned earlier, a senior. 2-1 pitch, outside, 3-1.
Yeah, overthrew that pitch a little bit.
It was a 2-1 pitch in the first inning that Boyer swung at and hit the center. It was a 2-1 pitch this inning that he took for ball 3.
Got a mound visit now from the catcher.
Yeah, Herzog going to try and settle Jeitels down.
You have to learn to get that last batter, that last at bat out of your head. Just concentrate on the player.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You're right, Mark. He had
Yep.
Ellis 0-2 and lost him to a walk. And the pitch is down low, and he's going to walk in a second run. So Boyer officially drives in Wes Bieber, and it's 3-0 Boyertown.
And we're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher.
Yes, a courtesy runner.
Yep.
That'll be Cole Nieswinder. So Nieswinder now at first base.
13, yes, Trainer.
And Gavin Trainer comes up. He singled in the first inning. Stole second. And swings at a low pitch for strike 1. (3-0 Boyertown, 1 out, bases loaded. Pitch is up high, 1-1. Blake Jeitels looking for that pitch. It'll get him the double play he needs to get out of the inning. Throw to Trainer. Coming in home. He's going to be a little bit late on the throw home, and that's going to score Evan Holt on a wild pitch. And it's 4-0 Boyertown. So Nick Ellis moves up to third. Nieswinder up to second. Gavin Trainer's ahead in the count, 2-1.
Tough one in the dirt there.
That was. I mean, Logan Herzog did all he could to try and block it. Did block it. It did not get all the way to the fence, but unfortunately got far enough away that Holt judged correctly that he could score. Oh, and he hit him.
Stop cheating.
So that'll load up the bases again. Second hit batsman of the game. Nick Ellis hit in the first inning. And that'll bring up Jaden Wizymerski with the bases loaded again.
Definitely try to come inside there, just a little bit too much.
Wizymerski grounded to third his first time up, but that scored the first run of the game. And he's swinging, flies it out to right field where Gabe Geisler gets under it. Tagging from third and scoring is Nick Ellis. Tagging at second and moving to third is Nieswinder, and it's 5-0 Boyertown.
And I noticed that time he was not in the lineup. Last time bases loaded, he was in the lineup. This time he was not.
Hitter number 18, Luke Hagan.
So Trainer stays put at first base. They'll put runners on the corners for Luke Hagan. An RBI for Wizymerski on the sacrifice fly. 2 away. Luke Hagan is hit by a pitch. Third hit batsman of the game. Trainer was running on the pitch, so he will get second automatically on the hit batsman. And that'll load him up again. And Boyertown has batted around. And that'll be it. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back with a pitching change for Daniel Boone.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
So Owen Howells is coming in to pitch for Blake Geitels. Geitels still responsible for the runners on base, so we're not going to close the book on him yet. But thus far, 5 runs allowed.
Now pitching for the Blazers, number 12, Owen Howell. Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Ryan Sopa.
Howells is a junior. Pitching, trying to get out of the inning here with no more damage. Ryan Sofa batting for the second time this inning. He walked and was forced at second on a fielder's choice.
Good block, good block.
A real nice block there by Herzog. There's ball 1. 5-0 Boyertown, playing in the bottom of the second here at Bear Stadium. Steve Karabatis alongside Mark Goldstein, bringing you all the action here on the PCTV Network. Feel free to subscribe on YouTube, the PCTV Network. Strike called, 1-1.
This inning got prolonged because of a, tough call by the umpire, and would have liked to see the coach and go out and talk to the pitcher and calm him down.
Ball 2. Mark alluding to a 2-2 pitch to Nick Ellis. It was called a ball. Ellis ended up walking, driving in a run, and then floodgates opened after that.
Yeah, you saw his shoulders just slouch.
And this is grounded to the third baseman, Maddox Roy, who bobbles it, picks it up, and he's called out by Sweet Lou DeBasio, the base umpire, so no run will score on that. So
who's been umping for 50 years?
50 years, longer than you and I have been around. Yeah. So for the inning, 4 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. It's 5-0 Boyertown after 2.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Boyertown Bears Stadium. The Bears lead Daniel Boone 5-0. And for the Blazers, coming up to bat is Gabe Geisler, their right fielder, number 2.
Leading off the top of the 3rd, the right fielder, number 2, Gabe Geisler.
Gabe is a junior. Scored a couple runs on this young season. And he steps in against Christian Tonini, who has allowed thus far 1 run. Squares around the bunt, fouls it off.
1 hit, you mean?
One hit, yes. No runs, 1 hit. Thank you. And you mentioned when we went to break, 50 years for Lou DeBasio as an umpire. He started when he was 56.
You know what? He gets around he's out in the field today, and he's covering those bases pretty good.
Now Lou was he was fun to talk to before the game. Wondered if he started when he was 6.
Yeah.
I mean, Some of these guys been around forever doing this stuff. These two guys have worked many a game together, they told me. They were happy to see it. They were working this one together. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Tonini doesn't mess around. He just takes a sign and throws. Sky to the right side. That's going to get out of play. So we'll do it again.
Yeah, I like his tempo. He's just right. He gets up and goes right at it. No walking around the mound. He's ready.
I assume you were not a pitcher, Mark. Is that correct?
Oh, I was a pitcher.
You were
actually.
a pitcher. Did you have a pace like this?
No. I like to take my time and really depend on the day and the team we were playing.
So Geisler fighting off a couple good pitches. He's going to take a 2-2 pitch again. And this time he's down swinging. So second strikeout of the game for Tonini, 1 away.
Second baseman, number 5, Zach Cassara.
And that'll bring up Zach Cassara, the second baseman. Zach is a senior, batting .333. 6 for 18 with 3 runs driven in and 3 runs scored. Also has a double in the season, takes ball 1.
His tempo is good to see because with a 5-0 lead, just get up there and raring to go. So he has a nice rhythm right now, and he knows what he wants to do.
And line down the right side, just foul. So it'll be a 1-2 count as Cassara will set himself back up in the batter's box.
And he's really not waiting for the signs. I mean, they're really in communicate. I mean, they seem like they know. He knows what he wants to throw.
Yeah, I think they're in communication. They're off the first baseman's glove, but Sofa to Bieber, back to Sofa, not in time. So almost your routine 3-4-3 putout. Instead, it's a single for Cassara, and he's at first base. Nice try by Sofa to get to that. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Grayson Bell.
Number 9, Grayson Bell.
Bell led off this game flying out to left field. And pitch is called a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's grounded to second. Bieber picks it up, tosses the short way to Wizymerski, and they get the double play.
Bang, bang.
So your 4-6-3 double play will end the inning, and on the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, none left. We've played 2.5. It's 5-1 Boyertown.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotmp.com.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning where the Bears lead Boone 5-0. And saw a real nice double play to finich the top of the 3rd.
It was a bang bang, close call, but it looked good from here.
So it'll bring up Tillman Henley. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second, came around to score the first of what would be 4 runs in the 2nd inning. And here's Owen Howell's first pitch to him, and it's fouled away, strike one. Henley with Sofa on first base hit one back to the pitcher. At the time, the pitcher was Blake Geitels. As this is skied to right field, where Gabe Geisler gets a beat on it, and we have one away. Geitels threw to the shortstop Yenser, but he threw it low, and Yenser came up with a nice play to get the out, but no chance at a double play. And next thing you know, 4 runs came in. Brings up Wes Bieber, the second baseman. He singled last inning, also came around to score. And first pitch swinging, skies it to the shortstop Chase Yenser, who gets under it, and 2 quick outs.
He jammed a nice fastball in.
3 pitches, 2 outs. That'll bring up Evan Holt.
Third baseman number 35, Evan Holt.
He walked last inning, came around to score. Bottom of Boyertown's lineup, 7, 8, 9 hitters all scoring in the bottom of the second. Swinging at the first pitch, strike one.
He's just getting up there and firing. He's also ready. There's no messing around.
And Boyertown's up there swinging. That's grounded to Yenser, who tosses over to Grayson Bell. A little low, but Bell scoops it.
Nice scoop.
And a quick 5-pitch inning. No
Nice.
runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We've played 3. It's 5-1 Bears. 5-0 Bears.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day with homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Top of the 4th inning here at Bears Stadium, where the Blazers are down 5-0.
Maybe a little momentum there. They had a really nice 1-2-3 inning there. That maybe that's going to shift for them offensively.
Yeah,
they came
Chase Yenser coming up.
They came off the field with a lot of energy.
Yenser with an assist and a putout the previous inning, so not necessarily the defensive star leading off the next inning, but sort of.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. You know how the guy that makes the great catch leads off the next inning?
The Boone bench is even getting, they got some energy in there now.
It's 2-0 to Yenser. And certainly there's no such thing as a 5-run home run. You need base runners. Takes a strike. Christian Tonini has been in control the whole game. And this is lined straight up to center field, where it's caught by Gavin Traynor for the first out.
Positioned perfectly.
He was, and I'll tell you what, those shots up the middle right at you, they're not easy.
Nope. I was well struck, and yeah, but they're just positioned.
Yeah, very well read. That'll bring up Ryan Kriebel. Fly to left to end the first inning. Up high. Outside to Kriebel, 2-0. Outside, 3-0.
It looks like the sun is popping out.
Is that what that is? I was wondering. Strike called. 3-1. And line the other way, down the line, fair ball. Nick Ellis chases it down. Kriebel running for second. And he's in with a double. So, Mark, to your point, there's that little bit of spark that Boone was looking for. They have a runner at second base with one out.
Yeah, like I said, they came off. They were excited. They were showing some energy. And their dugout, start of the game, their dugout didn't have a lot of energy, but it has, they feel something. So
yeah, and even Yenser's out was a loud out. I mean, he
exactly.
hit it hard right
Yep.
to Trainer.
Yep.
So that'll bring up Maddox Roy, the third baseman. He hit one to the second baseman, leading off the second inning for an out.
Well, hitting in that spot right now would be good because there's a big hole there between first and second. Big hole.
Yeah, they're definitely holding Kriebel.
You know, here at the pitcher, at this point, you don't worry about the guy at second. 5-run lead, get the out. Keep them from trying to have a big inning.
Called strike one on Roy. Tinini looking back, throwing over to Bieber.
Where's the base? Not even close. Let's go, Bullock.
And Tonini goes home with it. 1-1.
But he left.
A 1-1 pitch. It's skied to the second baseman, Bieber, who makes the out. The second time Roy has popped out to the second baseman, and that's 2 away. And that'll bring up Owen Howells, who was the DH and is now the pitcher. As a result of coming into pitch, Boone has lost their designated hitter for the rest of the game, but I don't think that matters to them as Howells is their guy anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't affect them.
He grounded to short in the second. Bats here with a runner in scoring position, trying to help himself.
There's still a big hole between first and second.
There is. Kriebel went the other way as a left-handed hitter. And if Howells can do the same, they'll score a run. He goes up the middle instead. This is going to be an interesting one. Gavin Trainer comes up with it quickly, throws home. Probably a real good move to hold him at third base.
That was a really good call by the third base coach. It was hit too hard. It was hit way hard. Beautiful stroke, but the outfielder got it in. Good play.
So that's three.
Left fielder number 11.
Three swings that they've really tattooed the ball. 2 of them for hits, 1 of them for a line out. And so Ryan Pencil now bat. Howells declined the opportunity to be run 4. As the pitcher, he has that option. He and the catcher can have courtesy runners in. It does not count against them for a substitution. That's outside to Pence, who singled his first time up. If he does it again here, it'll drive in a run. Two and 0. Yeah, I'm with you though, Mark. That was a good move to hold Kriebel at third.
There was that outfielder got up on it, picked it clean, and got it in real quick. There would have been he would have been out by a long country mile, as they would say.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Gavin Trainer's arm. He is actually rated as a Pennsylvania high schooler with a top 20 arm in Pennsylvania. So this is a statistic that they keep track of, and he is, I believe, I was told by Ross Smith, the statistician for Boyertown, that he's ranked number 18 in the state for outfield arms with whatever metrics they use for that. So I'm going to guess that Boone knew that.
Yeah.
Anything hit the center, you're going to have to watch out. This is a primo arm out there.
It was a beautiful throw. There's a one hop to the catcher. The catcher kept it in front of him, but absolutely, you weren't running on him.
And Todd Moyer coming out to calm Tonini down a little bit as he's going 3-0 on Pence with runners at first and third. First real jam that he's been in all game.
Yeah.
First time that Boone has had multiple runners on base
And
at the
now
same time.
you have to take at least one pitch, if not 2.
And he takes one, and it's outside, and that'll load up the bases. So Logan Herzog, the catcher, will come to the plate. with the bases loaded.
The catcher, number 4, Logan Herzog.
And a chance to help his battering mate out here. And they are going to use a courtesy runner here. Yep, so they are going to bring in a courtesy runner now for Howells.
With him in scoring position.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And it looks like it's going to be number 25, Ian Jacob, the sophomore. So Ian Jacob coming in to run for Howells, and as I mentioned, does not count against Howells as a substitution. It's meant as a means to speed the game along, get the pitcher in, get the catcher in. It's 5 in a row out of the zone. Six in a row.
And now we have Sun.
Strike called. So it finally finds his mojo there, Tanini. Still behind in the count, 2-1. Good hitters count here for Herzog, who swings and pops it a mile high. So this should end the inning, and it does. Sofa camps under it. So on the inning, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. We've played 3.5. It's 5-0 Boyertown.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
With special needs planning, what I can do with families is help to make sure that in the event the parent no longer is there to finance the care of their child, that there's a trust available or other people available to make decisions for that child. I really like working with my clients, I like coming to work, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Bottom of the 4th inning here at Bears Stadium, with the Bears leading the Blazers 5-0. And speaking of leading, the leadoff hitter, Nick Ellis, coming to the plate.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th, pinch hitter number 5, Ryan DeLude.
Take it back. The pinch hitter number 5, Ryan DeLude, coming in for Nick Ellis. So, head coach Todd Moyer giving his bench a little chance to play here. Ryan DeLude, his senior, takes a strike. Now, the way the rules work, Mark, as you're aware, they can re-enter Nick Ellis if they want one time in this spot for DeLude. So DeLude could have an at-bat and then Ellis could come back in.
Correct.
But at this point, we'll assume that DeLude is in for left field. We'll see at the top of the 5th if that's the case or not. 0-2 count. Outside, 1-2.
I like when they throw an 0-2 pitch that's not down the middle of the plate. So you got to try to make them chase.
Coming right back at us, 2-2. Thought you were going to catch that one.
I'm a lot slower these days. My reaction, I still haven't been there yet. Give me another few minutes and I'll be over there.
The tortoise and the hare. Howells in the windup and the pitch. That's skied out of play. We'll do it again. Sun is, to your point, trying to peek out, going in and out of clouds here. We have another foul ball. Ryan Delude brought in here to just hit foul balls and make
the
Owen Howells work.
Give the fans some souvenirs.
And there's a shot up the middle. Past a diving Hasera for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Delude. And the Bears have had their leadoff hitter on in all 4 innings.
He squared that up. That was a solid shot up the middle.
I'm wrong, actually. 3rd inning, they did not. So 3 out of 4 innings. So another pinch hitter coming up. This is Cole Nieswinder, or Nieswinder, I think is how they pronounced it. We saw him earlier as a courtesy runner for the catcher. And he is a catcher, so I think we'll see him come in the bottom of the 5th inning, the top of the 5th. So back-to-back pinch hitters for Boyertown here in the 4th inning. As we mentioned earlier, this game means a lot more to Boone than it does to Boyertown. First pitch to Nieswinder is just,
I
was going to say just out of the reach of the third baseman Maddox Roy, but he made a liar out of me.
What a catch.
Great play in foul territory by Maddox
From
Roy.
here, there was no way he was reaching that. That was cue shot.
Number 13, Gavin Trainer.
So it'll bring up Gavin Trainer. He and that gun of an arm of his will remain in the game.
A little snow in that glove of his.
Great catch. I didn't think he had any chance of getting to it, so great play. Ball 1.
He didn't even have to jump. That thing just kind of landed right in his glove.
I'm going to put a star next to that one. I like that one. That was a good play.
That was a really good play, yeah.
Delude breaking. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base for Ryan Delude.
Another throw, though. If he gets that down a little bit, he's going to make that a play.
Pitch was called a ball, so it's a 2-0 count on Trainer with a runner in scoring position now, and less than 2 outs.
For a non-league game, this is a lot of action. The fans are getting into it. This game has a little bit of everything right now.
Right now it has a 2-1 count to Gavin Trainer as he bats with a 5-0 lead. And Ryan Delude at second base. Howell's looking and throwing. And it's skied to right field. Gabe Geisler's going to get under this. Delude is tagging. And he's showing run, but staying put, and probably
nice
a good
throw.
thing.
Nice
Real
throw.
nice throw by Geisler. And that's 2 away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jaden Wizamerski.
He circled that fly ball nicely to put himself in position to have a really nice
The
throw in.
shortstop, number 8, Jaden Wizamerski.
Wizamerski with officially 0 for 1 today with 2 RBI. Drove in the first run of the game with a ground out to the third baseman. Drove in the second run of the game with a fly ball to the aforementioned Gabe Geisler. As it stands, an old staple from our childhood, Mark, the game-winning RBI right now will go to Wizamerski. And he skies one to left field. Ryan Pence back on it.
Nice
And he
play.
makes the catch.
Wow, he recovered nicely from that. That was smoked.
Great play by Pence ends the inning. An inning with no runs on 1 hit, no errors and 1 left. 5-0 Boyertown after 4.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
Hi, Jeff Bush here, host of Financially Speaking here on PCTV for the past 11 years. I have some exciting news. We are now Wellspring Financial, home of the Wellspring formula. We are here to serve all your financial needs.
So a couple changes in the field here as we start the top of the fifth. Both pinch hitters, Ryan DeLude and Cole Nieswinder, have come in to play left field and catcher respectively. Our pitcher remains Christian Tonini, and our score remains 5-0 Boyertown. And Mark, Gabe Geisler is leading off this inning. He struck out his first time up. Made a nice play the last inning, holding the runner to second base on what could have been not a sacrifice fly technically, but a ball that would have moved the runner up to third. Squares around the bunt and taps it foul.
He's played a very good right field in how he's approaches some of those balls that have come out there. Very fundamentally sound.
Tonini worked through a jam last inning with the bases loaded to keep the shutout intact. So grounder over to first base. Sofa over to Tonini covering at first in time for the out. Good fundamental ball, one away.
Pitcher covering well. You like to see that. He got on that right away.
Number 5, Zach Hassara.
Zach Hassara comes up. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Tonini looking in. And his pitch. First pitch swinging, grounded to third. Holt to first for the second out. 2 quick outs.
I'm not looking at your paperwork there, but have we seen any strikeouts in this game?
Tonini has 2.
Okay.
Struck out Yenser and Geisler.
A lot of contact.
And Grayson Bell coming up now. He's 0 for 2 today. And Tonini's pitch, a called strike. Tonini throws in the 80 to 82 range. He is not committed to a college yet. 0-1 pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. He's looking at Southern Virginia, which is like the BYU of the East, so to speak. He's also a 50-meter swimmer. He placed 18th in the PAX, which is a half second off first place mark. 18th is that close to first place. That's how tight these guys are. And he would like to play ball and swim in college. So looking for a school where they'll let him do both.
Again, it's nice to see that they have more than just one thing that they're going to, do athletically, and I think it makes the athletes a much more rounded player.
It does. And as with the Mormon players, there's obviously a missions commitment that they need to consider. So he's going to have to consider whether he does that right after high school or sometime during or after college. 2-2. But seems like a good young man. From what I've heard, pleasure to have on the team, good teammate. A 2-2 pitch. That's grounded to short. Wizamurski picks it up, throws to Sofa, and that's the final out. So, for the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We've played 4.5. It's 5-0 Boyertown.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
The DH Luke Hagan leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for Boyertown, with Boyertown leading 5-0. Steve Karabatis doing the play-by-play. Got Mark Goldstein here doing my color commentating. We got Gus Tellis on the camera, braving it out here in this mid-60s cloudy weather.
Yeah, our son just went back in.
It did. I said that because it felt a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
Sun comes out, it feels nice and warm. Goes away. The wind seems to have died down too.
It
We
has.
said it was 8 miles an hour at the start of the game. It's half that now. And Howell's first pitch is outside for a ball.
The wind has definitely not been a factor.
No, absolutely not.
I'm sort of down to go.
I wouldn't mind it. It's just fun
And fouled right back at us, 1-1. If you're watching us on YouTube, get up to that subscribe button and click it. It's not hard. See it right there? That's right. Click it and follow us on YouTube, the PCTV Network. Strike 2.
Big swing he took. He was.
Daniel Boone is out hit Boyertown 4-3. Strike 3. And I believe that is the first strikeout.
For them, right?
For Boone, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, first time Boyertown struck out. Howells gets that one. So 1 away. And that'll bring up a pinch hitter, Joey Schreiner. Hitting for Ryan Sofa. Hopefully not because Ryan stumbled over home pitcher's mound as he was heading in last inning. I think he's all right. He was smiling.
I think you gave him credit that he went over the pitcher's mound. I think he tripped over a blade of grass somewhere.
Got tripped over a blade of grass there. It happens to the best
Oh
of us.
yeah, many times.
So assuming that Ryan Sofa is done for the day, he finishes his day 0 for 1 with a walk. Joey Schreiner, the junior, comes in his stead.
Oh, that was. I don't know how he got his hands around on that. That thing was way inside, and he pulled that right into their dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Boyertown's dugout has quieted. I wonder if that foul ball hit them. Another foul ball almost hit the hawk flying over us right now. Or is that a turkey buzzard, Mark? Are we in danger here?
Or eagle, falcon. I'm getting a turkey buzzard now. We got 2 of them out there. Earlier, we had 3 in the outfield. It's almost like they wanted to play.
Another 1-2 pitch. This one is lined into left field, where it falls in front of Pence for a base hit.
Hung that pitch a little bit.
Hey, we'll see you in the morning.
I think that was supposed to break, and he leveled up on it.
4th time in 5 innings that Boyertown has their leadoff hitter. I'm sorry. That's not their leadoff hitter. They struck out leading off. So made that mistake again.
They have an out.
They do have an out. 1 out. So 1 out base runner.
No runs still.
No runs. Tillman Henley coming up.
Number 11, Tillman Henley.
Henley 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base and scored in the second. Flew out to left leading off the third.
With only a 5-0 game, they might still run.
Bunt shown. Right down the line to Maddox Roy, lets it roll foul.
That bunt almost hugged the line.
Yeah, I think he reaches on a single there if that gets through.
Yeah.
Throw back to first. Schreiner dives back. Howells comes home. Grounded to second. Hasara picks it up. Tosses to the answer for 1. Back to first, not in time. So the fielder's choice erases Schreiner.
Even though
Henley on base.
even though they didn't get the double play, that was a very good play. I mean, the second baseman, nice pitch to the shortstop.
It was very smooth.
It was very smooth, but the Boyertown runner was just a little bit too fast.
So that'll bring up number 3, Beck Babb. Bab bunts. Foul.
Same exact place that bunt went on the last batter.
This is Bab's first at bat, coming in for Wes Bieber. And you're exactly right, Mark. Right down the line. And foul. Bab is a senior, also a wrestler. If memory serves correct, Mark is another toss trying to get Henley. We broadcast a Boyertown wrestling match back in February here on the PCTV network. I believe Brett Babb not only won his match, but I believe he had just won the PAC championship.
Oh, wow.
Not the PAC championship, yeah, I guess it was a PAC wrestling championship the week before that. So,
another good athlete.
Yep, another athlete that does something other than baseball. Toss back again, trying to get Henley. Henley diving back again.
Yeah, not to age myself, but back in the 80s, I think almost every one of us played 3 sports.
Or so you heard. I mean, for people that were around in the 80s. Yeah, you heard about that. That is popped up. Yenser calling for it at short, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So for the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Boyertown leads after 5-0.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
New pitcher for Boyertown, Connor Hauk, has come in to pitch, number 30. He's a junior. After a real good outing by Christian Tonini, 5 shutout innings, giving up 4 hits.
He pitched very well. He only had 1 inning where he struggled a little bit.
Moving off the top of the 6th, the shortstop, number 13, Chase Yenser.
We'll bring up Chase Yenser leading off the inning. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a line drive to center. Remember, he led off the 4th inning with that screaming line drive that was caught by Trainer. And the first pitch from Hauk is a strike, 0-1.
He looks like he throws a little harder. And he also goes from the stretch.
He does. Outside, 1-1. Yeah, a lot of these guys do. And I'm hearing a lot of talk that it has to do with just mechanics.
Yep.
It's just less that can go wrong. And I think you're right. I don't think there's quite as much power behind it. But, man, some of these guys can really bring it even from the stretch.
Yeah.
1-2.
Well, that means they're throwing more with their arm than they are leg. I mean, you know, Clemens and Nolan Ryan, their power was all in the legs.
They were baseball players, those guys?
Yeah.
Up and in, 2-2.
That was a curveball that did not curve.
The very, very end it did.
After it was past the batter's head.
Oh, when it came to hit me.
You saw how fast I was to block the ball from you.
Yep. Still waiting for you to react. The 2-2 pitch. It's hit down to shortstop Schreiner, who tosses to the new first baseman, Evan Holt.
Just got
So 2 new guys to their positions, 1 out.
See, that pitch over the head just was setting up that last pitch to hit up the middle.
Center fielder, number 22, Ryan.
And that'll bring up Ryan Kriebel. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. He was left stranded at third when the bases were left loaded back in the 4th inning. We'll play the top of the 6th here. Down and in for a ball. Down and in for ball 2. That's up and away, ball 3. 3-0 count to Kriebel. And walks on 4 pitches. We have a 1-out base runner, Ryan Kriebel. That'll bring up Maddox Roy. The third baseman made a nice catch that we saw earlier today.
Beautiful catch. It's almost like that ball just found his glove.
And he's found the second baseman twice. Today he's 0 for 2.
Still a big hole there between that first and second baseman, but the second baseman is more towards shortstop.
That's
or
a
toward
different
the
second
bag.
baseman now, too. Let's see if he still goes to him or not. That pitch comes back to us. I saw you flinch on that one, Mark. That one you reacted.
That was actually was from the 3 balls ago.
Oh, I got you.
finally reacted.
Thought I'd give you some credit there, but that's all right.
No,
Glad you're honest.
That'll happen later on as I'm driving. All of a
Flinch
sudden,
again.
yeah, I'll flinch again.
Guy sitting next to you at the red light will be like, what happened to that guy? So, Cole Nieswinder goes out to try and calm down his pitcher, Connor Houck.
Again, 5-0 lead. You just want to throw strikes, and, make them hurt you.
And it's down and away, 2-0. Ryan Kriebel reached on a walk with 1 out. Got the second on a wild pitch by Connor Houck. And that's where we stand with Maddox Roy standing in at the plate.
Ooh, close.
Upstairs, 3-0.
Yeah, I was say, let me a little high, but a little wild right now.
The 3-0 pitch. Taken for ball 4, and that's 2 straight batters have walked on 4 pitches. And that's runners at first and second. Brings up Owen Howells, the pitcher, who started as a designated hitter. That's going to draw Evan Holt, the first baseman, over to have to cover first with Maddox Roy there. So it creates a bigger hole there on the right side. Upstairs,
That
9
is-
straight balls.
That is a lot bigger hole there. He could just put his head of that bat, just guide it through there. Move these runners.
It's 10 straight balls. He's not missing by much.
No, he's not. Those seem just to be maybe a little high, but no, he's not missing by much at all.
Strike.
I know it's been 7 in a row, 8 in a row, but
You got to trust your fielders.
A 2-1 pitch. That's fouled away. Evens the count at 2-2. Howells has a single and 2 at-bats today. He was left at second base in the 4th inning when the bases were left loaded. Trying to drive the runner home from second now. Fouls it off again.
He was a little late on that one. That fastball really came up on him. There have been a lot of souvenirs today.
2-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a curveball. Caught looking.
That was probably his best curveball.
Left fielder number 11, Ryan Pence.
So with 2 away, the left fielder Ryan Pence steps in. Officially 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today. Takes a ball. Pence's walk in the 4th inning was of the 4-pitch variety. And he swings, and it's called a foul ball as it hit off Pence's foot. 1-1.
Jam job on
Dead
that
ball,
one.
I should say, not a foul ball. Dead ball.
Dead ball foul. Dead ball foul, right?
Sounds like that would be a great movie for a movie title.
Dead ball foul?
Dead ball foul. Starring Clemens and Nolan Ryan. That's called a callback right there, what I just did there, Mark. Waiting for you to flinch for a second time. And the pitch to Pence. Goes after some high heat, and he's down in the count 1-2.
He leaned back and definitely had some heat on that.
That was some power against power there.
So, curveball down and out. Got the last batter that way.
Goes upstairs, 2-2.
He's trying to paint that corner.
And a 2-2 pitch. Upstairs. We have a full count. So the runners will be moving on the pitch. Ryan Kriebel from second. Maddox Roy from first.
Base hit, you would think, could score a run here.
And there they go. And it's popped up behind us, and that'll go out of play, and we'll do it again.
And another foul ball for a lucky fan.
I remember being a little kid so disappointed that they wouldn't let me keep a foul ball at a high school game.
I think I just saw a player go back and run and get more. Yes, they reuse
Do they buy it back? Is that how it works? And a second called strike 3 will end the inning. And on the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We've played 5.5. 5-0 Boyertown.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
OWM can assist in any aspect of a real estate transaction. We're here to protect your interests, representing builders and developers from a wide array of projects.
We provide agreements of sale, negotiate, draft, and then provide the agreement.
From multifamily to commercial shopping centers to large housing developments.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business, your law firm.
Oh, must be in the front row. Remember Bob Euchre's commercial? That was that a Bud Light commercial or whatever?
Yeah. The Miller Lite, yes.
They told him he couldn't sit there. Oh, must be in the front row. And then he ends up way out in the outfield yelling, he missed the tag! He missed the tag!
One of the best announcers.
We miss Bob.
What do they call it? Eucharisms, right?
The Eucharisms, yep. Just a bit outside. Made his mark in Major League. So Peyton So is coming in to hit.
Number 37, Peyton So.
Hitting for Evan Holt. Peyton is a junior. And I will guarantee you, Mark has the shortest last name on the team. S.O.
So you would say.
Takes a strike for his first pitch. Swings for a strike on his second pitch. 0-2. Gotta say, Owen Howells has really settled the game down.
He has.
Pitching very well.
This game really has been decided in that second inning. Daniel Boone has really stayed in this game.
And strike 3 called. Peyton So down on strikes, looking 1 away.
That was a nasty pitch. That really broke. That's one of those, you just, at that age, when you see that, that had to feel good out of his hand.
It's the second strikeout of the game for Owen Howells. Brings up Ryan DeLude, his second time up. Singled his first time up. Takes a ball. Stole second, and that's where he was stranded to end the fourth inning. And fouled away. 1-1.
And yet another foul ball.
We opened the inning by checking out the fella out there beyond the outfield. That's where we often are calling the games from here at Boyertown, Mark.
Ooh. By the way, our Euchre fan out there has left the building.
So that was a tough luck foul ball off the knob of the bat. And a called strike 3.
He has that sweeper or curveball, slider, slurve. It is moving.
So back-to-back strikeouts looking. And it brings up Cole Nicewinder. Nicewinder hit a foul ball to Maddox Roy, a foul ball line drive that Maddox made a great play on for the first out of the fourth inning. The one and only place where I marked a star, Mark. Just trying to hit it where Maddox Roy can't get to it.
But somehow it might still find his glove. You really had to see that play live. I mean, it was like slow motion, and the ball, it was miraculous.
And struck out swinging, and Owen Howells strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We've played 6, 5-0 Boyertown.
So, car stories on PCTV. I've been doing it for many years. It's a good advertising tool for the business. Plus, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing the shop and the different things that you should know about your car with people. If you need a place to highlight your business, call Gus at PCTV and check it out. It's a good way to inform people about your business. You'll get new customers from it, and you can share your knowledge of your particular trade.
And we have a brand new battery. Jake Musselman coming in to pitch for Boyertown, a junior.
Changes on the field for the Bears, moving from the catcher to center field, number 10, Cole Nicewinder. Entering the game and catching, number 4, Mason Reiner.
And Mason Reiner is our new catcher, number 4.
Number 45, Jake Musselman.
Reiner to junior as well, so it's a junior battery. And what do we say? We moved Nicewinder out to center, is that right? So.
Nicewinder is a very versatile player.
Yeah, from catcher to center.
off the top of the seventh, pinch hitter number 14, James Jones.
So James Jones coming in to pinch hit for Logan Herzog. Trying to get something going for Daniel Boone here in the top of the seventh, down by 5. And Musselman's pitch is a strike.
And the first Bears pitcher to pitch in the windup today.
Jake Musselman. And this is hit to the second baseman, Beck Babb, over to Evan Holt. 1 away.
Nicely played. He was going to try to catch it in the air, let it bounce.
And that's going to bring up number 25, Ian Jacob. He's going to pinch hit for Gabe Geisler. That's a ball. Ball 2. For those of you scoring at home, the catcher, Mason Reinert, is batting in the third position for Gavin Trainer. And if you are scoring at home, I pity you. You should be out doing something. Let us do the scoring. 3-0 count to Ian Jacob. You liked that, didn't you, Mark?
I did.
That was pretty funny. So Ian Jacob, a 1-out base runner on a 4-pitch walk.
I think our buddy Dave might do some. He might be keeping the score at home.
Zach Isera comes up. He has a single and 2 at-bats today. This is Isera's first at-bat with a runner on base. Boone needs a couple runners. Try and bring the tying run to the plate. Musselman's pitch is high, 1-1.
A couple of curveballs there that are just not breaking for him.
Musselman. Again, just not breaking, as you said, just not in time.
That one a little bit more, but the
Isera swings and misses. It's 2-2.
But the heat, he has that coming.
And struck him out. That's 2 away. That'll bring the leadoff hitter, Grayson Bell.
First baseman, number 9, Grayson Bell.
Bell hitless today. At this point, the last hope for Boone. Hoping to stretch it by one more batter at least. There's that curveball for a strike.
That one, he must have got my memo, because that one broke.
You should be a pitching coach. Inside. I'd put in a good word for you.
I wouldn't be teaching him to throw the curveball, that's for sure. I like the fastball and being able just to change speeds and move it around.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside.
Okay, he does throw a fair amount of those, but I guess he's also setting up. He has a very live fastball. So we might see that outside right now.
That's a high pop-up. Babb under it. Makes the catch. And that'll be our ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Our final score here at Bears Stadium, Boyertown 5, Daniel Boone 0. We'll be back after this to wrap it up.
about a bomb to Curry?
Yep. Here it is.
Oh! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my! Unbelievable! Oh my! Oh! Wow! What a pass by Marshall! Damn! He's auditioning for Jalen Hurts' job. And Curry! Oh! That may be the play of my broadcasting career seeing that.
Steve Karabatis alongside Mark Goldstein, and the sun is shining brightly on us right now. It finally decided to pop out now that the game is over. A quick game today, Mark, an hour and 50 minutes.
It was very quick and efficient.
A well-played game, no errors by either team. Yep. So both teams on. Let's talk about Boone first. That one inning did them in. Otherwise, pretty well-played game.
That one inning absolutely did them in. Again, I think being a player back in the day, I would have liked the coach to come out, maybe settled him down, his shoulders slouched, stop. But Boone really kept, I thought they played a very good game against a bigger school. So
I'm sorry. And for a game Boyertown didn't need, they also played very well. They had the 4-run inning in the second. Yep. They brought in substitutes, but again, no errors, well-played game, well-pitched game, just a good overall game for Boyertown. What do you think? I mean, second win of the year. Is this something that they can carry on to the rest of the year?
I think their bats could have been a little better. I mean, right. I mean, defensively they were phenomenal. They played small ball, did the kind of baseball they played. But I think if they were going to play more teams in their division, they're going to need to hit.
Okay. Well, it was a well-played game. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. For Mark Goldstein, I'm Steve Karabatis. You've been watching the PCTV Network. Have a great night.
Welcome to Theo's Jarros.
Hi, I'm Martha, and this is my brother Donnie. Our parents, Theo and Maria, started this business here at Quakertown Farmers Market 34 years ago. When they immigrated from Greece in 1979, they opened their first location on Broad Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
You've also been doing Music Fest and Celtic over the years.
Over the years, we've developed a great customer following and are known for having the best gyros. We use the freshest ingredients and make our own tzatziki sauce daily. Pair a gyro sandwich with fresh cut fries. Let's make them break and add feta cheese. Finish it off with a piece of baklava.
Hi folks, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How can I help you today?
Can I get a gyro, no onions?
Of course. Anything to drink for today?
I'll have a birch beer.
Yes, sir. We only have one size. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. Any fries or pierogies for today?
Side fries.
Yes, sir. I'm Theo, and I help out my aunt and uncle at Theo's Gyros. My grandfather and my grandmother started this restaurant 30 plus years ago, and we're still going strong. Thank you for coming in.
I'd like to say, in my best Brooklyn accent, Theo's is the best. We've been coming here for 20 plus years, 35 miles from Clinton, New Jersey. We've been to Athens, my wife and I, and we asked for a gyro, and we concluded that Theo's was better, and we've told them. Theirs is the best. The service here is wonderful. Theo, little Theo, who's about 6 foot, Maria, Joy, Martha, and Don. You couldn't ask for better people. You leave here with a smile.
If you want the best gyros, come visit us in the Quakertown Farmers Market. Thank you so much, guys.
Καλή όρεξη.